Good morning, guys. We're off to Tuesday. In the car, headed to work. It's not super early in the morning. It's just before 10 o'clock. I'm scheduled to start at 11, which I'm taking advantage of today. I didn't want to go in extra early. I decided I wanted to stay home for a bit, have breakfast with Britt and Paisley. That's what we got. Britt made us a nice bacon and eggs breakfast this morning, so shout out to her, much appreciated as always. We're heading in now. Don't have anything set on the schedule today in terms of appointments. I am still working on a couple of deals for customers that I'm hoping to get done by the end of the month. And first on the agenda when I get there today is I need to follow up with parts to see if everything is in for that Maverick recall. If it is, I got to get that Maverick in service and go from there. Besides that, I have a gentleman named John that I'm working on that's kind of interested in that 24 Tacoma Trail Hunter that we took a video of the other day that I took in on trade. Super awesome truck there. So he's looking to be there on Thursday to do a deal, which sucks. You guys know I'm off on Thursdays, but Thursday is the last day of the month. If we can come to something agreeable on that, and Thursday's the only time he can make it, that's probably what we're gonna do, and we'll be there on Thursday. But anyway, I wanted to start off today with a little video in the car as we roll in. Have a little talk story sesh, some stuff that I was thinking about. So subject of today, and I haven't put a lot of thought to this, it's just something that was kind of on my mind this morning as I was walking out, is social media. So obviously you guys are watching these videos on YouTube. You guys probably see them posted on my other social medias like Facebook and Instagram. Yesterday was the first day where I changed it up and I'm no longer posting the full-length videos on Facebook and Instagram. So full disclosure, a lot of this is new to me. I've done some social media posting in the past, as far back as when I worked for Windward Ford in 2018 to 2019. I used to handle some of their social media then, just doing little, inventory walkarounds on the lot, talking about incentives, all of that. Nothing too heavy, maybe like 1 or 2 posts a week, something like that, maybe a little bit more, but nothing as intensive as this. Definitely not daily content, all of that, which I've been working really hard on this month to produce it every day. And I get it, like my viewership on the YouTube videos isn't great on every video. It's not great on most videos. I only get like 3 or 4 views usually, and I'm pretty sure most of that's family members. But eventually things will pick up traction, we'll get more. I couldn't tell you why certain videos have like, I don't know, I think one video has like 75 or 80 views, another one has like 150 views from one of the days that I was actually wearing the same shirt and I was down at the dock. Don't know why those got better viewership than the others. The one down at the dock with this shirt on, I'm curious. Part of me thinks it's just because the random thumbnail that video has looks a little bit more, I guess, interesting. So that's kind of a area that I'm gonna start working on, is I'm gonna start trying to make thumbnails every day. So like where we started this little tangent, yesterday was the first day I didn't post the full-length videos to Facebook and Instagram. Instead, you guys saw the little new video announcement post with the graphics and all of that. I'm gonna try and do something like that every day for Facebook and Instagram. And then, like I keep talking about, I'm trying to get in the rhythm and get ideas put together to do more short form content. There's a little bit of equipment that I think that I need. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I just suck, but in my thought process, I need some sort of car mount that's gonna be a little easier to shoot more POV type stuff, because some of the content that I wanna film is related to, features on the vehicle. A big one that I've been wanting to do for a while is Blue Cruise. I use Blue Cruise every day driving to work. And that's something that I feel like a lot more people want to see a little bit about. I also want to do a video on setting up Ford Pass. So that's another big one here pretty soon that I want to get set up, especially for like my outer island customers. If you guys remember Emily from the other week that bought the Bronco Sport from us, it's out on Maui. She was having some trouble setting up Ford Pass. Need to explain that to her, understandably. But I wish I had my own video that I could have sent her. It wasn't too hard to find something on YouTube, sent her a little clip. I believe she got all set up and good there. But I'd like to have my own versions of those, just to send out to customers if they have questions on it or any of that. But that comes down to me getting better at a lot of this stuff. So that little post I did yesterday on Instagram and Facebook that had the new video announcement, I built that out in Canva, which my wife has a lot of experience with. She uses Canva all the time. I don't. I have never really used Canva. Yesterday was maybe like my second ever attempt at using Canva, and that little post template took me probably I don't know, hour and a half to get put together. Still wasn't perfect how I wanted it, but it's a good starting point. I think I'll probably use that template every day for now until I come up with a better idea, and just change up like colors and theme and whatnot. Obviously some of the text will be pertaining to the video of the day, but that was, I think, a good start there. Took me a little bit, but got it done, and I'm pretty happy with it for now. The next thing, like I said, is I'm gonna have to get better at making these thumbnails to try and maybe get more engagement on the YouTube videos. So I gotta learn a little bit more about that. I'm obviously not a YouTuber. Fun fact, I actually used to film YouTube videos about 15 years ago now. Not gonna shout it out on where you'd find it, and all of it's no longer public, but I used to actually do reviews when I was in high school. So I used to review colognes, and I used to review like tech stuff, like gadgets and whatnot. So I did that for a little bit, never got heavily into it, just did it kind of in my senior year, I believe, junior into senior year of high school. Kind of similar to now, you know, just editing with iMovie and all of that. But yeah, fun fact, that channel has, I believe, 10 subscribers, and I have 6 on my current channel. So we're getting there. We're almost up to the level that I was 15 years ago, I guess. So like and subscribe. Try and get that subscriber count up. My goal, if I can, is to hit, what is it? We're almost at the end of July. I want to hit 100 subscribers on YouTube by the end of the year. That's the goal. So I'm going to keep banging on it. We're going to see if we can't get there. But yeah, any ideas you guys have, any tips and tricks for anybody that watches these videos that's a little better at all of this social media stuff, and how I can, you know, get these thumbnails a little better, how I can help drive more interaction and more viewership on the videos, would be much appreciated. Comment down below, and share these videos. You know, if you find them entertaining, somebody else might as well. I'm sure a lot of them are somewhat boring, and I have more content that I have in mind that I need to make time to film that might be a little bit more entertaining. But that's my little talk story for today. We're headed to the store. We'll pick it up there. I got some stuff to run around and get handled. We'll try and shoot more content today, because yesterday was a really dead day. I apologize. I was just not feeling it yesterday. I was just sore. I was wore out. I didn't have the energy to be running around the lot and filming up on some content. So today we're gonna make it better. We're gonna get after it, and we're gonna make it a better day than yesterday was. So come check us out. The car's freaking out. I was using Blue Cruise, but it doesn't like that I wasn't looking directly at the road. We'll see you guys back at the desk a little later, and we'll shoot more content today. Appreciate you guys for being here. Hello. All right, guys, here we are back out on the lot. I needed to take a walk through here because, like I said, I was off for the weekend, and yesterday I was being lazy, so didn't really get out here and walk. This needs to get moved. That's going to be on me. That is a 12.5-foot bed, 350 dually flatbed. And that is a dump bed truck as well. Pretty cool. That is available retail unit. I also have, and we'll do a little walk around on this today since it's pushed up here. We have a Lobo. So Maverick Lobo, that's definitely been something we've been waiting to come in. This is our first one. We're gonna have to shoot a video on it and check it out. I think it's pretty cool. I haven't even been in it yet, but we need to get it moved because I need to open up this row. Another Glacier Gray Super Duty, F250, I believe. Short bed, Lariat Ultimate. I'm still trying to get that reeled in. We need to order something other than Lariat Ultimates out here. But I gotta get some stuff moved around. So that flatbed, I think, needs to go down here. Let me flip the camera around. The flatbed needs to go down there next to these other ones. So I need to get a couple of these escapes up out of here to make a little bit of room. And I think that flatbed can go right there. So I think I'm gonna try and pull these 3 escapes out. We need to get this A5 moved somewhere. That is Akira's trade-in. Let's get this camera flip back around. So that A5 is our other salesperson, Akira's trade-in. He's gonna be trading that in for our 2019 Raptor. Besides that, we got some other Mavericks here. So I wanna move some Broncos down to the storage lot in order to make room for more Mavericks to stay here on the lot. But that's the plan. We're gonna get after it. I'm feeling a lot better today. Legs are back under me. They're not killed like they were the other day. Looks like we have our sold Tremor from a few weeks ago that is back. He got some accessories put on. Unfortunately, can't have nice things in life. Apparently, he had this thing parked in his parking garage at work, and somebody took the liberty of smashing his windshield in and breaking his headlight. So he was here for some accessories as well as getting a new headlight put in. He's gonna be picking it up here today after detail, and he'll be getting it over to Safe Light for a new windshield. I'm gonna cut it right there. I need to get some stock numbers off of these escapes so I can run them over to a storage lot, make some room to fit some stuff, and we'll go from there. We'll see you guys back. Hello. All right, guys, I'm back up here at our Kapaa storage lot. We are very full here compared to how you guys saw it last week. We moved a lot of the vehicles out of our Hamakua storage lot up to this lot. So got it pretty clogged up. Goal of right now is to get some of this stuff moved around so the more popular product that's here can get moved to the lot, and the less popular product from the lot can get moved here. So the goal here is I need Mavericks to come down from here, and I need the Lightning that's up here to come down. So I should be all the keys for these vehicles, and I need to start going through them and moving stuff around so we can get them all out. The tricky part with this is I can't pull stuff out from the back and just send it around the open side, because there is a section in the middle here with PVC irrigation pipes that run along the ground, and we can't run those over. So that makes it a little tricky. And the Raptor is over here. I knew there was still a Raptor here. So that's got to go back as well. And this Lightning that's behind me over here is going to have to go back. We're going to have to get cleared out. So let's see if I can find some place to put this camera so you guys can maybe see some of the action on a time lapse. And we'll get stuck into this, see what we can get done. Alright guys, we are back in the Mach-E. It is 4:47 p.m. Where we left it off, I was gonna move stuff around at like a quarry lot. Unfortunately, that didn't quite go to plan. And reason for that is we didn't have all the keys we needed to get that to go to plan. So that never ended up happening. But got back to the store, did some more follow-up, trying to work on some deals. Then we ran into an unexpected turn of events. So we're under a tsunami warning. Does look pretty likely we are going to get hit by a tsunami. Of course, our dealership is out in Kailua, and Kailua is pretty close to the water if you're not familiar with Oahu. So I'm headed out. I live up in Waihua. My daughter is there, so I'm not too worried about that. Just trying to get up out of here. Traffic is pretty bad already. They're expecting the first waves of the tsunami to hit in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, give or take. So we're gonna get rolling up out of here and go from there. Traffic is supposed to be really bad already, like I said, going my way. So expecting about a 2-hour drive home, but don't need to make it all the way home, of course, within the next 2 hours. I just need to make it to high ground, which shouldn't be too bad. We just got to get to the freeway and get up top. And I need to find something to eat because I didn't have lunch. So we'll see. I'm going to try and get over to the H3 as quickly as possible. Get up to some higher ground on that side, probably the Pearl City area. And hopefully there's something open there that I can get to eat. And might just hang out in that area. Pick Pay's day up later, pick her up tomorrow maybe. Let's play it by ear. My wife is stuck at work because she's considered essential to operations at her job. So as of now, they're not relieving them or allowing them to evacuate. But that is the turn of events for now. I may film some stuff along the way, just depending on how things go. If not, we'll get a final update at home before I edit. Again, not expected for the day, but hey, that's Mother Nature. Hopefully everybody over in Russia that's getting hit by the tsunami currently that was generated going their way is doing all right. And there's not too much loss of life there or any at all, hopefully. Haven't been keeping up with their updates, but I do know they are also getting hit by this. But that's where I'm gonna leave it for now. We're gonna get stuck into this traffic. We're gonna get moving over towards our side, and we'll see where we end up from there. Everybody be safe out there. All right, guys, that's a wrap for tonight. Back home, just getting ready to edit the video. Hope everybody is safe out there. Luckily, we mostly dodged a bullet on this one. Did see quite a bit of surge around the island. Haleiwa Harbor definitely had a lot of surge happening there. But hope everybody is safe tonight. Got home to their families just fine. We'll be back again tomorrow. We'll see what that day holds. Have a good night, everybody. Allah.